I'm trying out the Suncatcher LX22XS by G3 Boats. This is a new boat, and not only does it have a sleek black fencing design, which is very attractive, this boat has more seating and more storage than any pontoon I've ever been in. Let's take a look at the inside of the boat and then talk a little bit more about the outside. When I say it has extra seating and extra storage, I mean you can put everybody on the LX22XS. Nobody gets left on the bank, and no one has to sit on the floor. There's ample room in the back and complete living room style lounge in the front. There's so much storage on this boat that I doubt you'll fill it up, even if you include the entire family and spend the entire day on the water. The LX22XS is 22 foot 6 inches in length. It has an extra wide 102-inch beam, and it's rated for a 115 horse Yamaha motor. One thing I really like about this boat is it has a 40-gallon fuel tank, so you can spend a lot of time on the water before you have to refuel. I mentioned that this boat has extra storage and extra seating. Now let's take a look at just how much I'm talking about. Now the model that I'm running today has a couple of options on the front. It has an optional couch insert on the very front and an optional sliding refreshment and entertainment center. But look at the seating around the front of this boat. It's all molded, very thick vinyl, and it's extremely comfortable. You can have a couple people laying out forward here, sitting here, or on an evening cruise, everyone can just sit around the refreshment center. We haven't even talked about the seating in the back yet, but there's plenty of places for people to hang out and relax back there as well. Anytime you have additional seating, of course, you have additional storage. Plenty of room for life jackets, towels, and water toys. There's cup holders in the optional refreshment center and along the side, so anyone who's sitting down can put their soft drink right next to them without it spilling, even if you're towing a skier. The optional couch insert can be moved from the bow of the boat to the side of the boat where the other gate is, giving you two completely different configurations for this boat, depending on how you choose to enter and exit the boat. You may pull up to your dock at your home and need to exit from the front, or you may prefer to exit from the side. Either way, this is movable, so you can lay the boat out exactly like you would want it. You can really configure this boat a lot of different ways to suit your needs. The way I have it set up is the way I like it, but it's changeable. There's a table in the rear that can move to the front. The refreshment center that's in the front can roll to the rear. Fill this with ice cold watermelon, soft drinks, and everybody's happy having summertime fun. There's additional storage in the Suncatcher loungers here, where you can put almost anything and not even take up the other storage. Everybody's got their own personal storage space on this boat. Let's take a look at the captain's helm and see how it's laid out for the skipper of the ship. The windshield is rounded, giving it a nice sleek look, and the console is molded and contoured to fit the windshield. The wood grain laid into the dash gives it a stylish, luxurious look, and the switches are all nicely recessed into the console. There's full instrumentation with a speedometer, a fuel gauge, a trim gauge, and a tachometer laid right in front of the skipper's helm. Let's take a seat in the captain's chair and see how it fits. The captain's chair is soft and comfortable. It slides forward and backward, so each skipper can have the chair in exactly his favorite position. It also pivots, meaning that it also doubles as part of the rear lounge. There's a 12-volt and an MP3 jack right here, making it easy to keep your electronics handy but charged. The Sony Marine Entertainment System is CD MP3 ready, laid into the dash nicely, and is a great complement for the numerous speakers laid out through the interior of the boat. There's additional storage under the console, which can handle a fairly good-sized cooler. and the sleek look of the quality Yamaha controls all combine to make this a great captain's helm. Let's take a look at the rear of the boat. First of all, I mentioned this table here and how you could refigure this table to the front of the boat, giving you a little more room back here and a kitchen-like atmosphere towards the front where everybody's got a place for their drink or a place to play cards. Underneath the double-wide Suncatcher canning deck, there's a pop-up changing room which provides additional storage for skis or a wakeboard. The rear of the boat, there's an additional entry point with a fold-down ladder, making it quick and easy for swimmers to enter or exit the boat. There are numerous options on the LX22XS. I mentioned the refreshment center, but there's a floating ottoman and a full blow-up bed that goes in the front of the boat, which would be excellent for a night out camping. The LX22XS is also available in an upgraded tri-log version for extra buoyancy and extra storage and a heavier horsepower rating. My personal preference is this luxurious and elegant sandstone and black, which I think is one of the best color combinations G3 has ever come up with. Check out the LX22XS at your nearest G3 dealer. G3 Boats has one of the best network of dealers across the country, so I know there's one close to you. They're all good folks, so stop in and see one as soon as you can. Thanks, and have a great G3 day.